Welcome to the guitar care section of the program. Now, you may have broken a string, and it's not the end of the world. Believe me, I have broken a ton of them. I break them pretty often, really, when I'm performing live. So, no worries, we'll go over it. I also recommend that if you haven't broken a string, it's a good idea to change them once every 6 months. Strings have a tendency to get corroded. They kind of lose their luster and sound. So changing them once every 6 months will keep your sound nice and fresh and sharp. All right. So tools that we're going to use for changing our strings include a string winder. Now this guy over here will help us unwind the string from the headstock of the guitar instead of actually us doing it manually with our hands. Still, you can do it manually, but this saves us a little bit of time. So follow along with how I'm going to do this. I'm going to place it on my machine head and turn it going left to loosen the string. The string is winding or unwinding from the machine head. I can take it off. Also, don't worry about the string snapping back or hitting you in the face. I've talked to a few folks that were afraid that maybe the string's going to snap back when they put it on and just cut them or something. That doesn't happen. So we're going to take the string and put it through the bridge now. Now, different guitarists have different bridges. Some of them don't go through the body like my guitar does. As you can see, when I flip it over, the string came out from these holes in the back. Maybe your guitar has a standard bridge, which would mean that the guitar gets strung right from the face of the guitar's body through. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this old string over here. We don't need this guy anymore. See you later. And pop on brand new string. Now let me show you how to put it through the body. Again, I'm going to flip the guitar over here to show you the back of it. In case you have a bridge like mine, you would put the string through the hole. Check this out. Bam! It pops out the other side. If you have a standard bridge, then it may appear to be even simpler, because all you have to do is just pop it right through that bridge and bring it up through the head. So I'm guiding the string up the neck now, finding the hole in the machine head, leaving some slack. The string has to wind itself onto the machine head for that extra support, so leave some slack. Now, with my first finger, I'm going to bend the string down and start wrapping the string around the machine head with my string winder. By bending the string down, I'm allowing the string to naturally wrap itself around the machine head without any extra stress or pressure on the machine head. It wraps along nice. I'm going to wrap a couple of times. Once it gets wrapped, you can bring it up to the front. I would hope that you have a tuner, so that way you could tune your string now to your tuner. So next, you should probably get yourself a pair of wire cutters. Pretty inexpensive. Get them really anywhere. Because you'd want to go ahead and cut the string as close to the headstock as possible. This will allow you to go ahead and not cut yourself in case you find your hands tuning over here. Because if you happen to have a little bit of string left, maybe you might end up being sharp, but that's no big deal. So that's basically how you go and change your string. Now I'm going to show you how to change your strings on your bass. Because bass strings are thicker than guitars, don't think that they don't break. They do. Bass strings break often. So it's important to know how to change them. If you happen to be fortunate to not have your strings break, I still recommend you change your strings once every 6 months. It's going to keep that good, crisp tone happening on your guitar. Sounds so good? Great. So we start changing the string over by the headstock. Go to the machine head, and I'm turning it left to loosen the string. It's coming undone. Keep loosening it, loosening it. Don't be afraid of the string slapping back or being afraid that it might smack you in the face or the head or anything to that effect. It doesn't happen. I've talked to some people that were afraid of changing their strings because they think that is going to happen. It's not. Just be careful you release the tension. That's all. Make sure you unwind the string first before you do anything like cut it or anything. You don't want to do that. Don't cut your string. Unwind it. All right. So just unwound. I'm straightening it out, and I'm going to bring it through the bridge. This is a standard bridge, so it comes through the back of the bass. So when you take the string out, wrap it up nice and tight. Definitely don't want it jumping out of the trash can if you throw it out, so keep it nice and tight. All right, let's get this new string going. So let's take this new string, unwind it, put it through the bridge of the bass, up through those little metal pieces. And what we're going to do is that we're going to measure approximately 2-3 inches off the headstock of the bass, and we're going to cut the string. Next, after the string is cut, you put it inside the machine head in the hole. There's still some slack left, and that's good. You're going to want that. You're going to turn your machine head to the left to tighten the string onto the machine head. And again, don't be afraid. It's not going to snap back. The first time I changed bass strings, it took me a little bit to go ahead and work it out by putting it in that hole and winding it. And that's okay. Let it take you a couple of times if you need to. Because once you do it, you'll get it and you'll own it and it'll be yours. So, bring your bass to your trusty tuner and tune up, and you're ready to rock.